What's going on, folks? It's your boy Long Beach Joe, and I am back at it, back at it, back at it again. I'm back at it again, man. Hold on, caller. Just 1 second. Hold on. Listen, it is time to talk that talk. 917, I'll come to you in a little bit. All right, salutes. I see you. Listen, we are going to be discussing the New York Jets, okay? Losing to the Steelers, 34-32. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be having the discussion about what happened. You know, tough loss to the Steelers, but there's a lot of great things that we saw from the New York Jets. We also have a game coming up against the Bills, all right? We got a game coming up against the Bills, and there's a lot to be said. A lot to be said about that upcoming game, okay? So we're going to get into it. Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show. Yeah, I do. I'm also on Twitter as well. All right, going over to Twitter. I'm not going to call it X, so just let that go. Okay, y'all got to let that go. I'm never going to do that, so just let it go. Going over to Twitter, type in at The Long Beach Joe, at The Long Beach Joe on Twitter. Okay, follow me. I'll follow you right back. Let's go back and forth. I like to have good, calm, discussions. A lot of people don't like that, though. A lot of people like to yell and scream at me, so I tend to yell and scream back. I try not to, but it is what it is at this point, right? So a lot of exclamation points get exchanged, okay? All caps, all right? If you go there, I'll go there with you, all right? I try not to, though. So, again, at The Long Beach Joe on Twitter, follow me. I'll follow you back. Let's go back and forth, okay? And for those of you that do not know, hey, your boy's on YouTube, all right? Some people, a lot of people, female followers, all right? Female subscribers, people that watch say, hey, Joe, you're a handsome guy. I'm just working with what I got here. Thank you. All right? Thank you for noticing. So come on over. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. We do the show live. You'll see me. You'll hear from the wonderful callers that we have. Again, 917 will come to you in a second. And you'll hear about everything that we're doing over here, all right? Everything that we're talking about, you'll be able to check out the content. But understand that when you come here, you're going to have to deal with some people, okay? You're going to have to deal with some people. It's my chat, man, all right? I call them the savages. You want to know why? Because they're savage. They are savage, all right? So beware, because let me tell you something. They'll let you know what time it is if they don't like your take. Okay, and nobody's safe, not even me. If they don't like what I got to say, trust me, they let me know. Todd, salutes, good to see you in the building. Howdy, good to see you, Todd, savage, all right? All the savages in the chat, even new people coming on in. Hey, listen, put your thoughts in the chat, okay? I will come to you in between calls, okay? We'll go back and forth and get your thoughts on the game, questions that you have about the upcoming game. We got a lot of things moving and shaking. So quickly, we're going to get into it, and we're going to get to the lines. Again, 917, give me a second. I'm just going to, cover this game really quickly, and I'll come to you and talk to you about the game really quick. So here's the deal, okay? The Jets took a tough loss to the Steelers, 34-32, all right? 34-32, the Jets took a tough loss. It sucked, okay? It sucked to see. But I tell you what, there was a lot of really positive things that came within this game from the New York Jets. I want to start off with the offense. That's what I want to start off with. Because the defense was trash. I'm going to get there. The defense was trash. Whoa. You want to talk about dumpster juice. That defense, this Jets defense is terrible. But we'll get to that. The offense looked phenomenal. Okay? Looked phenomenal. And I know a lot of people are dumping on the Jets, but I'll tell you what. Tanner Engstrand has come in here and put together an offense that looks like a well-oiled machine. And the reason why I was so impressed with the Jets offense is because it is very, very hard to come in and install a new offense in a team and have success like day one, or even have success in your first year. Sometimes it takes guys 2, maybe 3 years to really get acclimated to the offense and get things churning and burning. You want to get a good evidence of that? Look at when we had Aaron Rodgers. Does anybody remember year one, guys were struggling in that offense? I mean, I'm not just talking about when Nathaniel Hackett, he was trash too. He was a terrible play caller, and so was Todd Downing. But I'm talking about guys not even knowing where they were supposed to be within the offense, right? We saw that year one. Guys running the wrong routes, guys all over the place, guys missing their blocking assignments. They didn't know where they were supposed to be. Like, this was a constant within the Jets offense, right? And that was with Aaron Rodgers. What about year two? Well, Joe, year one, he was gone. What about year two, Joe? Year two, they struggled the same thing. Anybody remember Mike Williams running a wrong route? Aaron Rodgers having to correct him? Anybody remember how many times Aaron Rodgers was having to correct different wide receivers constantly, telling them, you should be over here? We saw it. Guys were lost within that offense and at times did not know where they were supposed to be. I tell you what, Tanner Engstrand and these guys over here, this new staff, that offense, it was a well-oiled machine. Them guys knew exactly where they were supposed to be. Exactly. So I want to tip my cap to him because these guys came out prepared. And I'm sorry. I'm not sorry to say this, but this is the first time, I think as a Jets fan in a long time, where I've had more faith in the Jets offense to take the game away than I did the Jets defense to take the game away. Hello? I had more faith in the Jets offense against the Steelers than I did in the Jets defense against the Steelers. Hello? This offense was cooking. This offense was cooking. The play calling, phenomenal. Phenomenal. How many times did we talk about last season not getting the ball in the hands of our playmakers, right? Hey, what's going on? Breece Hall, we got Garrett Wilson, we got these guys. Why aren't y'all? They were all utilized within the game plan. Keep in mind, the Jets put up 32 points on the Steelers defense. This is how good the play calling was. The Jets put up 32 points on the Steelers defense that has TJ Watt, who didn't have a sack, that has Jalen Ramsey, Hayward. This is a really good Steelers defense. They play phenomenal defense. And the Jets have no semblance of a number 2 wide receiver. Nothing. Justin Fields looked really good. 16 of 22, 218 yards throwing the football. Also had a touchdown. He looked really good. Really, really good. Got the ball out of his hands quickly. Made smart, concise throws. Didn't make big mistakes to hurt the New York Jets offense. He had 12 rushes for 48 yards. He ran for 2 touchdowns in this game, too. Justin Fields looks phenomenal. If this is the Justin Fields that we're going to get for this season consistently, whoo! I don't want to get ahead of myself. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But if this is the Justin Fields that we're going to get, I don't know if you let this guy walk out the door. I don't know. The Jets' offensive line looked really good, too. Jets' offensive line looked really, really good. Mimbu looked good. And, again, he's going up against Watt and all those guys that were over there. He held up really well. I think the Jets only allowed 1 sack. I think Justin Fields was only sacked once. And there was a point in time where Simpson actually had gotten hurt in the game, and they still played well even without Simpson. Jets' offensive line held up well, man. Held up really well. And, again, we're missing AVT. And they still went out there and ran the football phenomenally. Breece Hall had 19 carries for 107 yards. Also got busy in the receiving game, too. 2 catches, 38 yards. He really set the table. He set the tone for the day. That's what Breece Hall did. And I've told you guys, and I've said this, I've said it all preseason, and I'm going to continue to say this. Breece Hall is going to be the guy to carry the offense. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the igniter to the gas. That's what he's going to be. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, all season, everything is going to run with Breece Hall. Put him out there. He'll get things going. Every drive, he should touch the ball at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Easy. The Jets offense is going to get rolling, get revving behind Breece Hall. Mark my words. Mark my words. He looked really good out there and took care of business. Really, really good. Had a lot of great runs, continuing to move the chains, ripping things off, and was really, really good again in the receiving game. Garrett Wilson was solid too, man. Garrett Wilson looked really good. 7 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown. He had a big 33-yard touchdown in this game. Really, really good stuff. And again, we talked about it last season. Hey, why can't we get the ball in the hands of our playmakers? Often last season, Garrett Wilson would get lost within this offense, right? And everybody was like, well, Garrett Wilson, he's kind of the only guy out there. They can do things in coverage to kind of take him away. And, hey, other teams, right, that have great players on them, like Garrett Wilson, guys that when you come in, he's their identified offensive weapon. Other teams' offensive coordinators find a way to get their guys the football, period. They find a way to do that. They find a way. I don't care how you do it, get it done. Start calling plays specifically to get the ball in that guy's hands. And that's what we saw from Tanner Engstrand. And Garrett Wilson paid dividends, man. He had a tough he got hit really hard at the end of the game. If he would have caught that, it would have been a Jets first down. They could have continued the drive, but he took a tough shot. But Garrett Wilson looked really solid, man. Let me tell you something. The Jets offense was so good, they didn't even punt in the first half. They were putting up points consistently, man. They did miss an opportunity, though, before the half to get in field goal range. Jalen Ramsey had hit Justin Fields as he was going out of bounds. And the offensive line stepped up, and they got in Jalen Ramsey's face, and that got them a flag. I'm not in love with the penalty, okay? I don't like penalties, especially, again, takes us out of field goal range. We could have cashed in on those points. That could have got us the game right there. But I understood it. But that's something, you gotta clean up as well. Man, let me tell you something. I was very proud of the Jets offense and what they were able to do in this game. Really, really proud. I know that they had a chance there was a chance towards the end where they could have put some things together. Weren't able to get it done. But I tell you what, I come away from this game saying, this is a lot of really positive things to pull from this game going forward. The Jets defense was bad. There were some highlights. There were some guys that did play well. Will McDonald looked really good in this game. Quentin Williams played solid, even though Quentin Williams at times was on the sidelines during some drives. Why? We don't know. But, Will McDonald definitely did his thing. Jermaine Johnson was roaming around, but the Jets secondary is caca. The Jets secondary is so questionable. Outside of Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner was playing well. He was covering DK Metcalf a lot. Again, the entire year, Sauce Gardner should be traveling everywhere. He should have his bags packed every game that he comes to. He should have a suitcase because he should be traveling everywhere that the opposing number one wideout goes. I don't care where you go, right? If you're the identified number one, if you're the big weapon that's on that team, Sauce Gardner should be covering you, period. That's how it should go. So he was covering Metcalf all around. I think he covered him like 30 times out of 34 snaps. So, but I tell you what, there was a lot of blown coverages in this secondary. Michael Carter did not look good, and Brandon Stephens is trash. Woo! Brandon Stephens is a trash cornerback. He is so garbage. He is complete trash. He's trash. He is an awful corner. He is an awful corner. He is so bad. This guy was getting cooked. He was getting beat constantly in coverage. I mean, it was insane, some of the things that I saw. He had a chance to get an interception to help the New York Jets, and he was all by himself. Aaron Rodgers just throws a duck. He's all by himself. He drops the interception and falls down. I have been questioning the signing of Brandon Stephens since we brought him in. I watched him with the Ravens. Guy never gets his head around looking for the ball. He also had a bad pass interference penalty as well that hurt the Jets. I cannot stand this guy, and he needs to clean it up. And I know that Aaron Glenn has talked about accountability, and we'll get to that clip in a second of him talking to the media about accountability. I know a lot of people looked at Xavier Gipson because Xavier Gipson had a fumble in this game on a kick return that turned into a 14-point swing that really, really changed the momentum over to the Steelers in this game and gave them a lead. But I tell you what, man, if Brandon Stephens continues to look like this and continues to play like this, his keister needs to be on the bench as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Brandon Stephens sucks. He sucks, okay? Period. He sucks. And he's got to step it up. It was an awful, awful performance by Stephens. I'll tell you this, though. The New York Jets defense did stop the running game. That's something that we struggled with last season, especially early in the season. The Steelers only had 53 yards total rushing. 53 yards total rushing. Warren, we were very concerned about him coming into the game. He only had 37 yards total himself on 11 carries. So the Jets were able to stop the run. They were able to stop that. But a lot of blown coverages, which led to points and scores. You know, it all started in the fourth. The Steelers actually got a score to start the fourth quarter. They got into the end zone. Then again, Xavier Gipson with that fumble. That led to a Steelers TD as well. The Jets offense answered with a touchdown as well. But then there were some things that they couldn't punch it in. But eventually the Steelers ended up setting themselves up later on in the game for a 60-yard field goal. And their field goal, their kicker hit the field goal from the New York Jets, from the New York Jets logo. That was crazy. And that was a new career high for him. Wild. Wild. Jets lost 34-32, man. Tough game. Tough game. It sucks to see the Jets lose. But I tell you what, man. The Jets fought hard, and there's a lot of positives to take away from it. Caller, we'll get to you in a second. I want you folks to hear what Aaron Glenn, the New York Jets head coach, had to say about holding people accountable. I want you folks to hear this.
Exciting game, but I'm not into moral victories. This was a game that, man, it was back and forth, a lot of fighting. I thought offensively we did not a lot of good things offensively that we can build on. The one thing to me that had to turn this game is, man, we can't have turnovers. We can't do it. We have to be a more disciplined team, right? There were some penalties that happened in that game that was true discipline issues. And, again, that's something that will be addressed because you will not be on the field with this team if you're going to cause us to lose games. You're going to cause issues like that. So we will get that addressed, and we got to continue to work. The one thing I told our guys, listen, we got Buffalo coming here next week. Damn good team. We all know that. The only thing we can do is get back to work next week. And, again, the things that I saw that was positive, man, we're going to build on those things. And I love what I saw on a lot of different areas. But there are some things we definitely got to fix, and we will get those things fixed going to the next. Exciting.
Yeah. And I agree with Aaron Glenn. And the mistakes that we saw, a lot of the issues that was coming, that happened in this game with the New York Jets, some of the penalties, like I said, the pass interference, there were some other penalties as well that hurt the Jets. And especially the big fumble by Xavier Gipson, turnovers. The Jets can't have that. They can't have that. Not talented enough to overcome a lot of these issues. You got to play clean games, especially against teams like the Steelers. Again, I know a lot of Jets fans are hurt and upset. I am too. I don't like to lose. But when you look at what the Jets were able to do, step in and put up 32 points against a Steelers team that, dude, that's a playoff team. A lot of people look at the Steelers and say that they're a fringe to, team that's going to make the playoffs and possibly do some damage in the playoffs as well with a lot of the guys that they have. So I'm taking the positives from it. I'm taking the positives. I also want to get to Aaron Rodgers. He had some comments about the Jets as well. The media spoke to him and asked him how he felt about beating the Jets. I'm going to let you folks hear this as well.
You spoke about the meeting with Aaron Glenn on McAfee a few months ago. Beating him, is there significance in that, since he basically told you to your face that he didn't think you were right for that team?
Yes, that's what he did.
So there's significance in beating him for you?
I was happy to beat everybody associated with the Jets.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are, Aaron. I'm sure you are. I mean, I'm not surprised. I wish Aaron Rodgers the best. Good luck, brother. But I don't know, trying to paint this picture that the Jets just screwed him over in it, I don't know about that. They decided it was time to move on, regardless of whether you agree with it or not. It is what it is. But, Aaron Rodgers is going to say that. He's going to want his guys to rally around him as well. Nobody in the league wanted me. I came here to, you know how it goes. So I wanted to put that out there. Listen, we're going to get to the lines again. 805-885-0467. All right, we're going to get to the lines. 917 will come to you in a second. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. Todd, Vibes, Orlando, James, salutes. All right. Orlando C says 32 points, totally inexcusable. Any other team would have finished the job. Moral victories don't count. Get it done. I understand that take. I get it. I know that there's a lot of Jets fans that are upset that the Jets lost after putting up 32 points, right? But I'm taking the positives from it. Because what I don't understand is that the New York Jets weren't looked at as a team that was like world beaters coming into the year. I talk to a lot of Jets fans every single week. Most Jets fans didn't have this team winning anything more than 5 to 7 games. They didn't. So to watch this, and again, this is a brand new offense, brand new scheme. To watch this Jets offense go in against the Steelers and put up 32 points on a team that has Pro Bowlers on it, a team that has a really tough defense. This is Pittsburgh. These are not some clowns. They're well coached as well. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the direction. I'm excited about what the Jets are doing. Now, the issues, right? The mistakes, the penalties, some of the penalties, the turnover by Gibson, those are things the Jets have to clean up. But I'm not going to sit here and bash this football team and destroy them because of what I saw out there, the effort, right? The work I saw put in. And again, this is the first time in a long time where I was watching the game and I said to myself, whoa, I have way more faith in the Jets defense in this instance I have way more faith in the Jets offense in this game than I do in the Jets defense. So I'm taking a positive here. There's some things they got to clean up, but it is what it is here. We're getting to the lines. Again, 805-885-0467, 917. I think this is my guy from Brooklyn. Jay, is this you, man?
Yes, sir. JJ from Brooklyn. What's good, my man?
Salutes. What's going on, man? Listen.
Salute, man.
Listen.
Salute.
First off, for you guys that do not know, Jay, he's a savage. Okay? He's a savage. Salutes to everyone out there in Brooklyn, all right? I got some folks out there.
Yes,
Salutes
sir.
to my folks in Harlem as well. I'm not even going to get into all of that, but, you know what it is. Salutes to all of y'all out there as well. Now, listen. Jay, man, we saw a lot of good things from the Jets, man. What are your thoughts about what you saw from Justin Fields in this football game against the Steelers?
Listen, I mean, incredible. I mean, the running, that's always nice, but we know we can do that, so that's not a surprise. I mean, it's fun to see for sure, having a quarterback that elusive, but just some of the throws, and a lot of the throws were like beautiful throws, like not simple throws. Like there were a few he just rifled right in there in a tough spot, and it was just beautiful, man. Like the touch, the life on the throws. He was incredible, man. He was incredible, honestly. The only play you would like to have back is probably, unfortunately, the last one. He could have ran it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he passed it to Wilson and he got popped.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I can't kill for that. He gave us a chance. He
Mm-hmm.
gave us more than a chance. He scored that amount of points. You should win.
Yeah.
I got to vent on this defense if you'll let me for a minute.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we can go right there. We
please.
can come back to the offense. Go ahead, talk about the defense, because
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, man.
please.
I was upset with the secondary. I mean, what are your thoughts?
You said it. This secondary is awful. It's awful. Stevens is a terrible, terrible corner. He was terrible with Baltimore. You know how many big plays he gave up with Baltimore? How many big touchdowns? How many big critical penalties? He's an awful, awful corner. When I saw we signed Stevens to that contract, I said, please no, please not the Stevens I'm thinking of from Baltimore. Of course it's that Stevens. We gave him a large contract, and he's an awful cornerback.
Terrible.
He has no ball skills. He could have sealed the game. Of course, he falls down.
Mm-hmm.
He's slipping all over the field the whole game, giving up big play after big play.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it when I saw we gave him that contract. I was like, all right, maybe it's like 1 year, a few million. I was like, we gave him a lot of money guaranteed, and he's trash.
Yeah.
He is. This secondary is gonna get torched all year, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's great that Sauce is covering the number ones, but what about the number twos, the number threes, the number fours?
Yep.
Those, he can't cover everybody. You know how easy it is to avoid one corner? It's very simple. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the Jamar Chases and the Metcalfs and the CD Lambs won't destroy us with Sauce on them, but all the number twos, all the number threes. Do you see Michael Carter out there? He's gonna kill in the slot all game.
Whew.
All game.
Getting cooked.
He was bad last year too. He's been bad since we gave him the contract, to be honest. Those two are gonna kill our secondary.
Yeah.
Like, point blank.
Yeah. No,
Point
I mean,
blank.
listen, man, you're talking facts, man. That was a rough game. Stevens is so bad. Like it's
so bad.
And you know what's crazy is everything that I saw when I watched, because I would peep in, with the Ravens every now and then. I try to catch other games, other teams.
Right.
And you watch them and you think, okay, well, maybe they think that they can, coach him up and maybe coach some of these things out of his DNA that he's been struggling with for so long. They have there's no change here with Brandon Stevens. He looks exactly the same way that he did with the Ravens.
Exactly.
How many
that call,
that pass interference call, he didn't get his head around on that either. That's how he got
a penalty
the call.
Too.
Yeah.
That was a penalty, that play. That should have been a penalty, game over.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah.
That was a penalty and a half.
Yep.
You know what's funny? All I saw all of this training camp. Oh, what a great practice. What a great camp. Yeah, because he's guarding these bums like Reynolds and Lazard. You would look good covering them. Come on, man. That was a joke. All these reporters saying how good he's looked in camp. Come on. He's not, who's he guarding? He's guarding guys that we call number two receivers that stink. Stevens is awful. This secondary is going to get torched every week. Every week.
Yeah.
The way Carter looks, he didn't look good either last year. He got destroyed on Sunday. I mean, you can't get pressure every play. You can't put Sauce on everybody.
Yep.
And it's a non-competitive secondary.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah. I'm just, man, like you said, I'm worried because I think what a lot of teams will do is they'll come in against the New York Jets. They'll go, okay, we're going to completely stay away from Sauce. Wherever he's at, just don't throw the ball. We'll target, Stevens. We'll go after Carter. We'll go after everybody else, and we'll just avoid Sauce. And that becomes a scary, scary situation because, like you said, that leads to your secondary just getting worked over constantly. So I'm hoping, again, I'm looking at the Jets secondary, and I'm saying, hey, why not go, with a young guy? If Stevens continues to play like this, if Stevens continues to look like this, listen, we've been talking about that kid. Okay, we've been talking about A.Z. Thomas constantly.
Yep.
We talked about him all off season. Listen, Go with A.Z. Thomas then. Put him out
Yes.
there. Let's see if he can step it up. Let's see if
100%.
he can do. Maybe you put
100%.
Stiggers out there. Why not put Stiggers out there on the outside then? If Stevens is going to play like this, and that's all I'm saying. It's
I'm
like,
with you.
what do you think that Aaron Glenn will go that route if Stevens continues to play like this? Do you think that he will bench him?
He's gonna have no choice. He's gonna have no choice. You're gonna have to. I'm sorry, Stevens is awful. Like you said, I watch games of other teams, and all I saw every time I watched Baltimore was this guy commit a critical penalty or drop a easy interception or get torched. He's a bad corner. We gave this guy good money. I mean, come on, man. I don't know.
It's wild.
Like I'm with you. Try Stiggers.
Yeah.
Put in Thomas.
Yep.
It can't be much worse.
No.
If they're much worse than him, then that's a problem.
Yeah. No, I mean you you got to go away, especially if they're preaching accountability. Like they constantly talk about how, hey, you're coming here, you got to do your job, or you're not going to have one. Like it's at some point, like you're going to have to sit this guy down if he's going to continue to show up like this. Now I know we're talking about
I don't care what we gave him. I don't care about the contract. It's about winning.
Yep.
Put the best players on the field.
That's
Put
a
the
fact.
Best players on the field.
That's a fact. Now we talked about the Jets secondary and the struggles there, but I'll tell you what, that Jets front did some things, right?
Yeah.
Will McDonald looked really good in this game. Again, comes out, has 2 sacks, man. Q was on the sidelines, but I want to start Will McDonald for you. What are your thoughts about what you saw from him in this game? Because he really stepped up, man, and put some pressure on Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, big time. I saw the player I saw last year. Maybe he even looked even stronger. It's just a continuation of his great year, of his breakout season last year. I mean, he looks like an absolute stud. I mean, his spin move is it's a blur.
Yeah.
Like if you blink, he's gone.
Yep.
He's gone. Yeah, he looks like a total stud. Stud.
Yeah, he looked really
Big
good.
time.
I was a little concerned or confused about why Quinnen Williams was on the sidelines during some of those drives. I thought he should be out there.
Yeah, he must have had something going on.
Yeah.
Maybe he was nicked up or something, I guess.
Yeah.
And also, Jermaine Johnson looks good for his first game back.
Talk about it. He was putting pressure out there, too. Go ahead.
He looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked good. He just obviously didn't count as a sack, but he just missed getting the sack.
Mm-hmm.
He got a couple hits. For his first game after a major injury.
Yeah.
So we're going to need these guys because with the secondary, if we don't get pressure, it's going to be rough out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we got to keep
rough.
it up.
You're talking facts. Were you surprised that the Jets defense was able to hold the Steelers to 53 yards rushing?
Their run defense was great. It was great. I even thought McDonald looked better, because that was probably his weakness last year was the run. I even thought he looked good setting the edge. Quinnen was great versus the run. Yeah, that run defense was super impressive. Super duper impressive, man.
Yeah, it was.
We lost this game because of the secondary, point blank.
Yeah.
Tony Adams missing tackles. Obviously, we know the 2 others, Carter and Stevens. That's and Gibson. I mean, obviously that's a absolute killer fumble.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember, there was another play. When he actually had a decent return, he was so excited. He dropped the ball before he was touched.
Yeah.
Luckily, someone on the Jets picked it up, or that would have been a fumble.
Yeah.
He just dropped the ball and he wasn't touched.
Yeah.
Thank God someone on the Jets was smart enough. I forget who. Someone on special teams. Luckily, they had a big enough IQ to say, "Oh shoot, I think that might be a fumble."
Mm-hmm.
That would have been that would have been a fumble if that Jet player didn't pick it up. Gibson is terrible, and he's been terrible. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why he's still a kick returner. I don't get it.
Well, what happened as well, and this is something that we're gonna see what happens going forward in the kick return situation, is because Nkwonu, he's dealing with a hamstring injury. What's crazy is today the Jets actually signed Keelan Robinson to the practice squad. So Nkwonu, we're gonna see what's gonna be happening with him. But that's why Gibson was back there, was because Nkwonu, was dealing with an injury. So we're gonna see what happens.
Maybe we can get Devin Hester out of retirement.
Man, I'll take that. I would take him in a heartbeat. But I'll tell you what, maybe again, there's other guys that maybe Arian Smith is a guy we go to for our kick returns now. I know Isaiah Davis is like on punt returns at times. Maybe he's a guy, but man, Xavier Gibson, that 14-point swing, that was what did it. To me, that's what did it. That fast.
Absolute killer.
It really hurt the New York Jets bad. It hurt the New York Jets bad. But
yeah,
going to brighter times.
Then,
go ahead.
And then real quick, the penalties, like the Quincy Williams.
Yeah.
You have the running back for a 2 or 3 yard loss.
Yep.
I mean, he just drills him out of bounds.
Yeah.
It cannot happen. You need to take him out and bench him for the rest of the. I loved Coach Glenn's comments about plays like that, saying guys like that aren't going to play.
Yeah.
I would have benched him for the rest of the game. That's a huge. You have him for a loss. You have the momentum. There's no need. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason to do that. That made me so up. That made me really upset, man.
Yeah.
And then another one. Who was it? Simpson. I mean, those type of penalties, you're sticking up for your teammate. I can live with that, obviously, more than a stupid late hit.
Yeah, but that took us out of field goal range.
You still gotta be smart, though.
Yep.
I like that you're sticking up for your teammates, but it's all right. It's not a big deal. There's no need to. You still gotta be smart. And then timeouts. I gotta get on. This is on coaching too. I gotta. We blew 2 timeouts late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Trying to get plays in. That can't happen.
Yeah, but
2 timeouts.
The
last drive maybe would have went smoother if you had 3 timeouts instead of 1. They blew 2 timeouts in like a few minutes span.
Yeah, no,
that can't happen there.
No, I get that. I get that. Like those timeouts, it was rough. But like I said, that to me, the real ones that were the daggers was that 14-point swing and those other penalties. Those were the ones I think that hurt us the most. Those were the ones that hurt us the most. Especially, and again, when you look back and you kind of just talked about it as well, that penalty trying to protect Justin Fields, it's like, okay, look, I get it, but if we get in field goal range, we hit that field goal, we're actually up. We win this game 34-35, something like it. It just, like you said, you got to be smarter. But I want to go really quickly, back to the offense in brighter times, because I was so excited to see Breece Hall and this running game get rolling the way that they did, bro. He was handling business out there. He had about 107 yards rushing. And I've constantly told people that he's going to be the guy to ignite this offense on a weekly basis, that we're really going to get rolling behind him. What are your thoughts about what you saw from him?
Yeah, I mean, amazing. The O-line, listen, offensive lines basically build running backs. So when you could just create those holes, listen, Fashanu, they were running behind him all day. And he was just mauling guys, opening up the lanes. I mean, last year he was more, if there was a weakness of his, it was that he wasn't great in the run blocking. Well, that's changed. I mean, he looks like an absolute stud. Fashan, Membu, I don't think he didn't give up any pressures, no sacks. It was this offensive line, even with the unfortunate, really crushing blow of losing Vera-Tucker. It still looks like a very good offensive line. To have 2 young studs at the tackle spots, that's enormous. And it looks like that's what we have. Cross your fingers, it's still early, but I think we got 2 super, super good young tackles.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And again, TJ Watt, one of the best pass rushers in all of the league, didn't have a sack.
Right. Right.
I think the only guy that had a sack on the day was Highsmith. Yeah, Highsmith. Highsmith was
Hayward, Watt. Yeah.
Like
nothing really.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing from those guys. And again, Garrett Wilson showed up and showed out too, 95 yards and a touchdown. Like that's why I'm saying. Look, I understand. I understand Jets fans are upset, and I get it. But when you're going into a game where and Justin Fields, as great as he played before the game, Justin Fields has been regarded as one of the biggest question marks in all of the NFL. Let's keep it
Right.
real. Nobody knows what he
Right.
is or who he is. You ask analysts around the league, some of them will say he's not really a starter. He's a guy that you can have as a, an average to slightly above average, backup. And then there's other analysts that
Right.
says he has ability, in some areas, really
Yeah.
good ability to really be a quality starter in the league. Nobody knows like what he is. Most Jets fans looked at him during the offseason and everything as the guy that was going to be the bridge to find the quarterback that was going to be the New York
Right.
Jets, starter in the future. So,
Right.
like I said, 32 points from that. And again, we don't have a semblance of a number 2 wide receiver.
Nope. Right.
I'm taking the positives from this. I really, really am. Not
Yeah.
excited about the loss, but that performance by this offense was really good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just. I mean, I'm not a more victory guy. Like, I can't lie. Like that. That was one of the toughest losses to take that I've felt in a while. Is it just like we had the game? Like, I was devastated, man.
Yeah.
Just seeing that 60-yard go in. I mean, that thing would have been good from like 70.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
he
would have been good from
absolutely
75 the way it was
drilled that.
looking.
I mean, that might be good from 75. I
Yeah.
mean, that had plenty of, like, I mean, wow. I mean, you got to tip your cap. That's an incredible, just to nail it.
Yep.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurt, man. Just that was a tough loss, man. Just like you're saying, how great the offense played.
Mm-hmm.
The offense deserved the win.
Yeah.
No,
No.
they
Yeah.
deserved the win, and the corners let them down. The
Yeah.
corners let them down.
No, you're
You know,
talking
besides
facts.
Sauce, obviously.
Yeah,
you know.
you're talking facts. Now, there were some
Yeah.
comments made from Aaron Rodgers after the game as well. Said he was excited to beat everyone
Yeah.
associated with
I
the
saw.
Jets. What are your thoughts
Yeah.
about that, man?
I mean, listen, I get it. Right? They told him, got lost. I get it. I do. I know he's kind of a tool. I get it, but I can understand that. I can. And I know Rodgers, obviously I was like, oh, come on. But I get it. They met with him. They said basically got lost.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand it. I
Yeah.
can understand it. I
So-
can.
So as we go into this game against the Bills, man, this is a team that's
Yeah.
coming off of a a game against the Ravens, bruh, where
Miracle win.
bruh, let me
Jeez.
tell you, they
Wow.
they took care of business. So here we are facing them again, division rival. We can't stand them. They can't stand us.
Yeah.
What are your keys to
Right.
victory, man? What are you looking at? What are your biggest concerns?
Well, definitely. I mean, we gotta run the ball like we did Sunday, because this Buffalo run defense. I know they were facing Henry and Baltimore, but they got shredded versus the run. They were not good versus the run last year. So I think that's the key. We got to run the ball, and I think we will. I think we'll run the ball effectively. I think that's the key. Then
How-
we got play action off of that. You get
Mhm.
your rollouts from Fields. It all starts with the running game.
Mm-hmm.
It all
What are your-
starts there.
What are your thoughts? Do you think the Jets defense will rebound from this poor performance against the Steelers? Because listen,
as
the
long as
Bills got some
Stevens is
guys
out
over there,
there,
man. Listen,
no.
we had the Jets. We talked about the blown coverages, but like Furmuth
Right.
was doing his thing against the Jets. You going in, they got Dalton Kincaid over there. Like they got some tight ends as well,
Right.
which usually give us trouble. And
Yeah.
Keon Coleman, Shakir, like they got some guys over there that can really play.
Yeah,
And
Coleman looked good
Yeah.
versus Baltimore.
yeah, so how concerned
Yeah.
are you about them, targeting Stevens in
Yeah.
the secondary as well?
I mean, yeah, as long as Stevens is out there and Carter's looked how he looked on Sunday, yeah, it's gonna cause me concern every single week.
Yeah.
So I don't have faith in the secondary at all. I just don't.
Yeah, it's
None.
it's rough. And Cisco and Adams
rough.
too. They had some rough days
Adams
as well.
was terrible.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh
Oof.
my goodness.
Oof.
Whoa.
oh my God.
It's just secondary.
Oof.
Everybody except for
Not
Sauce,
good.
they got to clean it up, bro.
Right. Exactly.
They gotta clean it
right.
up.
Everyone except for
Everyone
except
except
for
for
Sauce.
Sauce.
Exactly.
Jeez Louise.
Right.
So before I let you go,
Uh,
J-Day, this has been a phenomenal call from you, man.
appreciate it, man.
Give me your final score prediction. Jets, Bills. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think it ends up?
All right. I gotta be honest, all right? I gotta I'm gonna go Bills 31, Jets 24. Another
Ooh.
heartbreaker. I'm gonna say this the secondary. It's non-competitive. It
Yeah.
just is. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No.
It just is.
Listen, I get
Just
it,
is.
JJ. I get it, man. Listen, phenomenal call
You
from
know.
you. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right?
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, my man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you, man.
Thank you, man. Listen, JJ calling in and letting it be known. Letting it be known. He takes the Bills. He took the Bills. He took the Bills. You know, I'm looking at, like I said, I know that there's a lot of Jets fans that are upset, that are extremely upset, okay, that the Jets lost the game. I get it. You know, I'm upset myself. I don't like to see losses. I really, really don't. But I look at what the Jets were able to do offensively, and I say to myself, man, this is something unlike we've seen in a long time with the New York Jets, where you had a lot of faith and confidence in an offense, and not only faith and confidence, they walked out there and put it together. They answered often. Okay, they answered the call. You know, when the Jets were after that 14-point swing, you know, after that happened, the the Jets offense came out and got a touchdown and put them in position. You know, so it's just rough, man. This defense has got to get it together. Steve Wilkes, those guys over there, they got to start, you know, they got to start putting guys on notice, because Adams, rough game. Carter, rough game. Brandon Stevens, awful pass rough game. It was awful. He was awful. But again, this is something that you can build on when you look at this offense. And the Jets front, Will McDonald, he looked really good. There's a lot of Jets fans that did not want him when he was first drafted. Trust me. I was live. Nobody wanted him. And I said, hey, I get it. I understand why they drafted this guy. I think he's going to be able to put some things together. And he has really paid some dividends, right? Already 2 sacks on the season and adding pressure. And we're seeing him get better against the run. We've seen it. Salutes all the Savages in the chat. Todd salutes. He says the Jets looked better than many people thought they would. That's a fact. He also goes on to say, I don't think many teams are going for a 60-yard successfully. Yeah. How many teams are going to hit a 60-yarder? But again, if our defense, if our secondary steps up, because it's not like Aaron Rodgers was just dicing us up. A lot of the times he was making throws to just wide open guys because we had so many blown coverages. There was one where Warren, I believe it was, a running back, coming out the backfield for the Steelers. He came over. It was a blown coverage there. He was wide open near the goal line. And the quarterback just pitched it to him. Easy touchdown. So, I don't know, man. We got to clean up. We got to clean up. The Jets secondary has got to get it together. All right? Got to get it together. Okay? Now, as we continue forward to talk about the Buffalo Bills, man, because this is an upcoming game that we have. And we got to take care of business against these guys, man. We must. All right? Division rival. If we're hoping to, you know, really get things moving, make some things shake eventually, you know, we've got to go. Right now, they're the leaders in the division. So we got to go through them. You know, we've got to let them know that we're here to stay. Of course, they got McDermott over there, really good coach in this league. Really, really good coach, Sean McDermott. Keys for the game, man. You got to get pressure on Josh Allen. You got to do that. Now, the thing about getting pressure on Josh Allen, you better not overrun him, because if you do, he's going to take off. This is going to be a real test for the Jets, because this is a guy that can move. Not only can he move, he's big and he'll run you over. So if you don't get your tackling together, if you're not out there trying to, you know what I'm saying, really make a proper form tackle and take his legs out, he's going to run through you. You go high, he's going to run through you. It's another test this week as well for the Jets defense as far as the running game. James Cook, really solid running back in this league. And they also have him come out the backfield too. They're going to be tested. Ty Johnson's over there too. Ray Davis. We see these guys, you know, get interchanged in there. You better make sure that you're prepared for these guys to come out and run the football, because that's what they're going to do. And they're going to have guys come out the backfield. Blown coverages. Guys don't know where they're supposed to be on defense. You're going to get cooked if you don't get it together. Keon Coleman, Shakir. They got guys over there. Brandon Stevens, I expect him to get targeted all night long. All night long, like Lionel Richie. You better get it together because the film's out there. You know, I expect Sauce to probably travel with Keon Coleman because he's their guy, and he's pretty good. He's a guy that's turning out to be pretty good as well. He can make plays. He can go up and get the football too. Very athletic wide receiver. But Brandon Stevens is going to have his, work cut out for him. And he better be up to task because if he's not, I need to see Aaron Glenn hold him accountable like he's talked about. A lot of people said, hey, that might have been targeted towards Xavier Gibson. Yeah, because of the turnover. But if we're holding guys accountable like he's been saying all offseason up until this point, if Steven comes out and have another game where he stinks it up, I don't know if you can continue to have him out there looking like that. All right? I'm also concerned about Dalton Kincaid, too. He finds a way to cook us every single time we play him. This Jets linebacker core better get it together. All right? Their offensive line, I think there's some guys out there we can take advantage of. I want to see Will McDonald go off in this game, and I think he'll have the opportunity to do so. Quentin Williams as well, working the inside. Of course, we're going against Deion Dawkins. He can't stand us. We can't stand him either. So I think this Jets pass rush is going to provide some pressure. Jermaine Johnson looked really good in the first game. He's really come back with some pop, and I think we're going to be able to get after that. Now, this is going to be another test again for the Jets' offensive line. They held up really well against the Steeler front, with T.J. Watt and all the guys the Steelers have up front with that monstrous, front that they have. Let me tell you something. You're going against Rousseau, Bosa, Oliver. Baby, Ed Oliver. Every single time we play them, Ed Oliver gives us so much trouble. Daquan Jones. It's going to be yet another test, man. And against the Bills, we've seen it like dang near every time we play them. They're going to send blitz after blitz after blitz after blitz after blitz. And it ain't going to stop. No. It's not going to stop, dude. It's not going to stop, man. We've seen that constantly. Every time we play the Bills, they send like a billion blitzes. Every time. And it is not going to stop. So the Jets front better be prepared for that. You better be prepared. I expect the screen game to be utilized heavily against the Bills. I think that Breece Hall will definitely be able to eat in there. But I'll tell you what, you better be prepared. Because these pass rushers, no joke. Bosa, no joke, and neither is Rousseau. Mimbu looked really good against the Steelers. Really good. So I'm looking to see how the Jets offensive line, if it continues to hold up against some of these guys. RPOs, I think, will be effective too. Just Justin Fields, just do what you did in the last Steelers game. Get the ball out of your hands quickly. Don't make the big mistake. And be patient. Be patient. The running game as well needs to be effective. And this is a tough Bills front. His defense is good. But we have to be able to run the football effectively. They struggled at times with the run. We need to take advantage of that as well. And, man, I'm looking at this secondary, and I'm thinking, I think that Garrett Wilson can eat. He had 95 against the Steelers. I think he can have 110, against the Bills, real talk. So I think that Wilson definitely is going to be able to really get going in this game. So with all that said, man, especially, and again, I want to go here before I give you my final score prediction. Jets special teams, particularly kick returner, I want to see what happens. Is Gibson going to be our kick returner? Are they going to move on to, maybe Isaiah Davis? Are they going to move on to, maybe, another guy that we have there, maybe Arian Smith? Is he going to be the Jets kick returner? That's a big question as well because Gibson has shown that he is not trustworthy. He's not trustworthy. That was a big fumble on the return there. Huge swing for the Jets. That's going to play a big part as well. Austin McNamara looked really good against the Steelers too when he had that punt because the Jets were not punting much in that game at all. I think that this is going to be a very tight game. I do. I think it's going to be tight. But I just got a feeling that the Jets are going to come out with a victory. I don't know what it is. I got a feeling that the Jets are going to come out with a victory in this game. They're going to fight. They're going to look good. But they're going to be able to close this out. I have the Jets winning this game 27-24. And I'm talking last second field goal. Last second field goal. Jets take the W. That's what I got. That's what I got. I got the Jets winning it in the last closing seconds, getting a drive down the field, lining up, and kicking a 30-yard field goal. Nick Folk kicks it. It's ugly, but it goes. Okay? Jets win 27-24. That's what I got. That's what I got, man. Whew. Boy, oh boy. I know people are upset. But like I said, I'm taking the positives from this Jets output against the Steelers. That's what I'm taking. That's what I'm taking. So it's been a great show. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. We're going to close it out. Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me change to promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on the Long Beach Joe Show. Okay. Salutes, Val. I see you in the building. He says this defense has to get it together. Let's go. We just need Justin Fields to play how he played in the last game. We have to get to Josh Allen. That's a fact. That's a fact. Salutes, Val. Salutes to the savages in the chat. I'm also on Twitter as well. Okay. Going over to Twitter, type in @The Long Beach Joe. @The Long Beach Joe on Twitter. Okay. Go ahead and follow me. I'll follow you right back. You want to troll me? No issues. I am the troll that lives under the bridge, and I will have my Vera-Tucker jersey on at all times. At all times. Okay. I'm really hoping that they can work something out with Vera-Tucker. You know, we'll see. I'm hoping he comes back and everything is smooth and ready to go. Sucks that he went down this year. It sucks. But you know what? We got to keep going forward. Okay? So go ahead and troll me. I'll troll you. Me and Vera-Tucker will be right there. All right? I'm also on YouTube as well. Going over to YouTube, Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Okay? So when I post content, you will be in the know. Click the notification bell and then click all. Okay? Give the videos and stream a thumbs up. Share them across your social media with your friends and your family. Okay? And as always, people, when you see me in person, because you will see me in person, because I'll be outside. I don't run and hide. Okay? I'll be outside. I really do. All right. It is arms out, chest open, free hugs for everyone. Free hugs for everyone. Okay. The hugs will cost you absolutely nothing. I want to thank you folks for taking the times out of your day to get involved with the show any way that you do, to get in the chat, to call in, any way that you get involved with what I'm doing here on the show. I appreciate you. Okay. And I want to thank you folks for that. So without you people, I am absolutely nothing. So until the next show, all right, let's go. Let's go Jets. All right. So until the next show, you folks have a good one. Peace. 1 second, folks. Pow. Okay, I'm back. Listen, folks, I want to thank you folks for listening, for calling in. Schedule's hot, so I got to roll. Listen, exclamation point links. Oh, hold on, folks. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Links in the chat brings up my link tree. My link tree has the links to all of my social media platforms. Okay. Also has the links to all of my YouTube pages. All right. So please get involved. with all of that, follow me across social media. Get involved in my YouTube pages. I have content coming on there as well. And, let your boy know what's up. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Okay, please do that. And get involved with everything that I am doing. All right. Salutes to everyone. Again, y'all heard tonight we take calls. As of right now, this is how we're doing it. We have the number here. May change in the future, but I'll let y'all know about that. Please, everyone. If you call in, please make sure you have a good phone, a good connection. Please make sure that you don't curse on my show either. I have one rule. It's just don't curse. Okay. It's a family show. Okay. You have old people, young people that listen to us. And also, hey, this is YouTube. YouTube's very sensitive. Okay. YouTube is very sensitive. So, I have to watch it. Okay. Because I love YouTube. Okay. I do. And you got to watch it. So please, call in. And I know you folks can, speak and express yourselves without going there. But I have to put that out there for people that may be new. Okay. Sometimes it may slip. I'll give people a warning, but if it's bad enough, I'll just hang up. Okay. I can't have that on my show. All right. So yeah, we have a lot of fun. Call in. If I miss your call, I'll get right back to you. Okay. Man, we do this show year round. Okay. Sometimes we'll watch a game together as well when my schedule allows. I'll let y'all know if I'll be watching the upcoming Bills game with y'all. I'll let y'all know. But we'll watch a game together, and then directly after the game, we will have a live call-in. Okay. So we do that here as well. No shows be hot. Okay. Those shows be steaming hot. All right. So just, be mindful. We don't curse when you call in. Okay. Don't do that. All right. But yeah, so we have a really good time doing all those things. So please get involved with everything that I'm doing over here. All right. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. Val salutes. Outlaw says, I don't know, Joe. We might have to move on for him. I love him as a player, but he's never available. AVT. Yeah. I understand. We'll see what happens in the future with that situation. Outlaw also says the Bills can't stop the run that works in our favor. It does. We got to run the football effectively. Salutes to Outlaw. Salutes to Todd. Salutes to James. Salutes to Vibes. Salutes to Orlando. Hopefully everybody can hear me well. Audio is good. And again, I want to thank everybody for letting me know. You're live streaming. There's a lot of things that move and shake. Audio, visual stuff. So thank y'all for letting me know. Hopefully that got corrected. So I want to thank everybody, man. I got to get up out of here. I got to slide off. Listen, folks, be safe. Okay. Oh, also sometimes we play games on this channel too. I'll get to that at some point when my schedule clears up, but be safe. Okay, folks, be safe. Okay. There's a lot of crazy things going on in this world. Don't ask me why. All right. Don't ask me why. I don't know. All right, but be safe, okay? Sit down with your friends, your family, eat some good food, watch some good meals, and let the people that you love know that you love them, all right? It's something that's important to me in my life. I hope it's important to you in yours, all right? Because you never know. All right? So I'm going to slide out of here. I'll let y'all know down the line if I'm going to be watching the game with y'all. I'll let y'all know. All right. So until the next show, you folks have a good one. Peace. Watch my social media and